And Martina, you were supposed to remind me of that. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get this call started. And let me go ahead and let's see here. Let me log in and see if I can mute some of these buzz outs. Let's see here. You would think that I would memorize these commands, but I have not memorized these commands, so bear with me. All right. So we're going to jump into this thing. One of the things that I do want to let you guys know is when anyone joins my econ, they actually get the online marketing system for 45 days for free. There's no cost there. And here's where you will see that. I'm amazed that we have people that call that said that they didn't even know they had the online marketing system. And so, what that tells me is that they're not necessarily reading when they actually sign up. And so when we go to our contract or when we go to sign up, I want to show you where the information is posted about the online marketing system. So if you get here, you start signing in and you put all your information in here, and you get down here to the bottom here, and it says $199.95. It says Financial Success Membership includes a 45-day free trial of My Econ's Pro Online Marketing System. That's where it's at. So make sure that your people know when you're signing them up, make sure that they know they get a free trial of the online marketing system for 45 days. So that they can dig in, good evening, Dot, so that they can dig in and actually have access to this tool, okay? So they get 45 days free. Now, towards the end of that 45 days, what My Econ will do is My Econ will send a email to the individual, and the email will say something in reference to, if you would like to keep the online marketing system, click this link here. If you don't wish to keep it, you don't have to do anything. You can decline, and it will automatically decline. Okay? And so I've had some people in our Facebook group that have said, "Hey, I can't get into my online marketing system." That's because you haven't paid for it. Okay? And I don't want to embarrass anybody when they put that in the online marketing system or in the Facebook group, but that's typically the reason why they can't get in, is because they haven't paid or their credit card has expired or something of that nature. So make sure that you check those things out if you have problems logging in. From time to time, there are some legitimate login issues that you can contact me on. But most of the login issues that we've seen have been because either the credit card expired or the person's 45 days have expired and they logged in and there was nothing for them to log into. So that's that. All right. So I want to make sure that you guys are getting those messages and actually know what those messages are. The other thing that you should know is when you get the online marketing system. The online marketing system, when you log into your back office, I'm going to log into my back office. When you go to Tools, under Tools, you'll see the online marketing system. When you click on online marketing system from your back office, you don't have to remember your password. But your login email is whatever the email address that you have here plus the password that you use to log into your back office. But all you have to do is just click login, and it will log you into your online marketing system, okay? The other thing is that you have your auto draft that you can check here if, like I said, if for whatever reason you have not If it has expired or you can't get in, check to make sure that you have actually paid for it. And then if you want to upgrade to Elite, that is here as well. So let's log into the online marketing system so that you can actually see what is going on. So we're logged into this account. This is an Elite account, and I will explain the difference between Pro and Elite as we go on tonight. And let me just check to see if there's any questions that are actually coming in. No questions coming in so far. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go through this online marketing system pretty fast and pretty quickly. So when you first get logged in, you're going to see step 1 through step 5 right here on the left-hand side. You'll see step 1 through step 5. We want you to go through those before you start digging around on the menu board here. Step 1 is the system navigation tutorial. You'll see that there's a video that goes along with step 1. So you go from here to here, and then you watch the video. Once you watch the video, then you will click the link above the video. So that's the steps. Click step 1, go watch the video, click the link above the video, and then do the things that it says. So what we can do is we can upload our profile image so that you'll have an image there. You can confirm your personal details. All your personal details should be listed. And then you can join the Facebook community. Now, a lot of people have invited people to the Facebook community. Don't invite people. If they're using the online marketing system like they should and they follow step 1, they will find the link themselves to the Facebook community. The Facebook community is for people who are on the online marketing system. Now, if you also want to be reminded every time someone fills out your opt-in page, if you want to be sent a text message, there is a link here that shows you how to complete that. So if you click on that link, I've got a video here that shows you exactly what you need to do to make that happen. Every phone or most phones have an email address. What you're going to do is just find your service provider, and then you'll take your 10-digit phone number along with the @ symbol and whatever your provider's email account is, and then you're going to use that, and then you're going to log back into your member account profile, which is this little blue button right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down and you're going to add an additional email. Now, you're going to turn this to on, but here's what's going to happen. As soon as you click save, that email address will show up right here, but it's going to say off. It is working. I don't know why it triggers back to off. But as long as you can see the phone number or the email address here, then you should be fine. Mr. Bowen says that he cannot hear. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, go ahead and say, yes, we can hear you. Because Mr. Anthony Bowen says that he cannot hear me. All right, Kimberly says that she can hear me. All right, so Mr. Bowens, if somebody will just type in the phone number for Mr. Bowen so that he can call in. That's another thing. If you are on the online marketing system, yes, you can use your audio from your computer. But what I have seen and heard and experienced is that if you use your computer, sometimes you have to refresh to hear the audio again. So it's best that you dial in and use your phone to come when you come to these trainings, okay? You can use the speakers from your computer, but from time to time, for whatever reason, maybe you've got a bad internet connection, it will kick you off and you'll stop being able to hear me. So just dial in and use the phone number to dial in, all right? All right, so that's that. You know, this will send you an email or a text message to your phone every time somebody opts in to your capture page. All right, so let's go back to our dashboard. I want to cover some things. The next thing I want to cover is step 2, which is the webinar training. A lot of people say, hey, how do I get the webinars that were done in the past? You go here to step 2, you watch this video. Above this video is a link. See, you go to step 2, watch the video, then click the link above the video, and then that will give you all the content information that you need to get access to the live webinar as well as access to the recorded webinar. So if you click on the recorded webinars, you will find the recorded webinars here. I'm a little behind on getting the recorded webinars up, but these are where you would find the recorded webinars. You would click through and you will find all of the videos that we've done. So I'm a little behind. I know I got to get it done, and I will. All right, let's go back to our dashboard. Now, if you want to know how the system works, that's called the Tool Suite University. So in step 3, if we click on step 3, again, watch the video and then click the link. When we click the link, it's going to give us different things that we need to learn. Somebody asked me, hey, how do I build a web page? Well, I've got it back here in the video library. Click on Build a Web Page, and there's a tutorial on how to build your web page. So all of your tutorials are back here. That is, again, under step number 3, Tool Suite University. If I click on Tool Suite University, watch the video, click the link above the video. If I want to know how to send an email broadcast, I can just click on this link that says email broadcast, and there's a tutorial that shows me how to do it. So all of your tutorials are in step 3. That's how you use the tool. Now, let's take a look at Pro University. Most people, that's where they start out with, is they start out with Pro University. And there's a video that you watch. Above the video is a link. And what I've done is I've got some videos here for Pro University members. So if you want to learn how to do personal branding, you can click on the personal branding videos, and you're going to see that I've got videos for personal branding, how to do an email signature, how to do an SMS signature. So you'll have those for your personal branding. All right, let's go back and take a look at miscellaneous training videos. So in the miscellaneous training videos, I show you how to create those templates, those flyers that everybody has out there. I show you how to create leads with your sizzle call number. So we'll show you how to do that. And as soon as I get done with this credit repair and things start cooling down for me a little bit, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to put an entire course on Facebook marketing. So we're going to do an entire course back here for Facebook marketing so that you guys know how to do Facebook marketing. I'm going to include LinkedIn marketing. I'm going to include several different videos back here so that you know how to market your business using all of these different social media channels. I've just been swamped with some work here lately and just haven't had an opportunity to do that, but that is something that is on my plate to get done. All right. Then, this is for those of you that are elite members. The only difference, there's only one difference between a pro member and an elite member. The only difference is an elite member can create their own capture pages. That's the only difference. You can create your own capture pages. All right? So what we're going to do is, under Elite University, you already know the program. Watch the video, then click the link above the video. The link above the video for Elite University, folks, basically shows you how to create your own capture pages. It has some background images that you might want to use. It has motion background video clips. So it has all the different tools that a person who wanted to create their own capture page or web page would be interested in. So if you don't have Elite University, none of this stuff will even matter to you because you don't necessarily need it, okay? All right, so we're going to close that out. So if you go through step 1 through step 5, you should really have a strong grasp of the online marketing system and how it works. Let's now take a look in this black navigation bar to the left. This is View Lead. And so basically what we can do is we can view our leads that have come through our online marketing system. So you're going to see all of these leads that are here. okay? And what you should know is that you're going to have leads that are coming through different capture pages. Like you might have a capture page called Cut Your Taxes, and you might have leads that are going through that capture page. Whenever that lead is finished going through the emails for that capture page, they are removed from that campaign, and then they're just listed as active. Okay, so you'll see people. They'll be listed as all. So you'll see people under all who have gone through all of the email campaigns. They've already gone through all of the emails for that particular series. So if you don't see them under debt elimination, it's because they may have gone through all of the emails, and now they're going to be sitting under the tab called all, okay? And so also notice that there is a drop down here to the right for more campaigns. So you might have some campaigns that you've created, and your campaigns will appear down here in the right-hand column, all right? And so now you've got your people, scores, basically the date that they were added, their email address, phone number, and then there's some actions that you can take. You can actually view this contact to see what capture page they actually came in. And so I can't even see this one here. Let's go and take a look at another one. Let's take a look at this person right here and see if I can see. So I can see the capture page that this person came in under. I see their name, their email address, if they left a phone number, and I can add a contact field here if I choose to do so. So there's some things that I can actually do here for my contacts. All right? All right, that was under actions. We can email those contacts. So I can email that person individually. I can set an appointment. People don't know, but you can put appointments in the system, okay? You can put appointments into the system. You can also put notes on that person. So you can write notes for this individual. So if you've got some people that's coming into your capture page, you want to contact them, you want to track them, keep notes, you can do that through the system itself. All right, let's close that out. I'm going to go over to page statistics. This starts to show you what your statistics look like for the system. And so what you have to do is you have to take a look at, you got total views, unique views, and opt-ins. And you need to be careful because sometimes you say, well, man, I know I had some people that came through, but this is not showing. It's because you got to make sure that you're looking at the right time frame. So are you looking at for the week, for the month, or for 6 months? So if I click on 6 months, I'm probably going to get a different view by looking at 6 months versus if I clicked on 1 month or 1 day. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that, okay? You can also add tracking, and that's in your training as well. So if you're going to post on Facebook and you want to track how well your advertising is doing on Facebook, you can do tracking in this tool. Again, if you go to step 3 under tools, you will see the video on how to set up tracking. Appointments, this is just a calendar. It will list your appointments if you put the appointments in. The autoresponder, here's something that's really, really important. So what we've done is we've already written autoresponder messages for you. There are the tabs right here, pay less in taxes. If you scroll down, you'll see the autoresponder messages for pay less in taxes. If you click on cut your taxes, you'll see the autoresponder message for cut your taxes. And if you click on hire your children, you'll see the autoresponders for hire your children. So we've already created autoresponders. Most of our autoresponders are no longer than 5 autoresponders. You have the ability to add to those autoresponders. You also have the ability to edit and change the autoresponders. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with what an autoresponder is, when someone comes to your capture page and puts in their name and email address, the autoresponder will automatically start emailing them on a predetermined time frame. And that predetermined time frame is the time frame that you set up. So as you can see with this autoresponder, as soon as they sign up, they get an instant message. And then 1 day after they sign up, they get another message. And then 2 days after they sign up, they get yet another message. You can set this up to send out a message every day if you wanted to. You can follow up with people for an entire year. So this is a great tool to use. One of the other things that I would like to do, and I just haven't gotten around to it, is I'd like to create a capture page for associates, new associates that come into the business, so that when you have a new associate that comes into the business, you can send them to your capture page. They can log into your opt into your capture page, and then we'll have videos and information that we'll send out to them periodically so that they are getting trained, okay, so that they can get trained. Now, it's your responsibility to train these folks. It's your responsibility to train them. We just want to provide a supplement so that they're getting some additional training, but it's your job to train. So the autoresponder system is another thing that is on my list to add another autoresponder system for new reps. Let's take a look at email broadcast. Email broadcast. And let me just say this. You don't have to wait for me to do the autoresponder. You can create your own autoresponder and set that up for your team. So don't just wait on me to do it. Go ahead and take action and do it for your team. Email broadcast. Email broadcast basically means that I want to send out everybody in my list, or a certain select group of people in my list. I want to send them an email. So I go in here, I type in an email, and then I go down here, and whatever campaign that they're in, I determine who I want to send that to. So if I want to send that to all my active people, I click on active, and it sends an email out to all of my active people. So we have specials that are going on. If we have a new product like credit repair, do-it-yourself credit repair, and you've got 100 leads, then you might want to just send out an email to all 100 leads and say, hey, we got a new credit repair service out. Why don't you check it out? Blah, blah, blah. Okay? And so that's what you can do here with the email broadcast. All right, let's check a look and see what questions I got coming in. All right, people saying that's good, that's good, that's good. All right, great, great, great. All right, now let's go over here to banners. Our banners. We've got 9 banners in here so far. If you are actually a web developer, if you have a website or a blog somewhere else, you can actually use this HTML code here and copy this code and paste this code on your blog, on your website elsewhere, and you could have a banner that takes them back to your capture page. So these are the banners that we have so far for the capture pages. All right? Someone's asking, what is the monthly cost for Pro and Elite systems? The monthly cost for Pro is $13.95, and it has a $2 CV. So basically, if you're at 100% commission, Pro really is going to cost you $11.95, but it is $13.95 with $2 a CV. Remember, you need $2 a CV to get paid in my econ anyway, so it'd be great to have the online marketing system. If you want to upgrade to Elite, Elite is $6 more at $19.95, and it too has a $2 CV. So it's either $13.95 or $19.95 with a $2 CV paid on both of those. All right, so those are the banners. Now, down here with My Published Pages, if you click on My Published Pages, this is where you will find your capture pages. It looks blank, but it's not. If you click on the tab where it says My Capture Pages or Published Pages, if you click on that, you will see the capture pages that are available for you to use. So these capture pages that you see here are capture pages that have been created, and you can actually use these capture pages. All you have to do is click on one of the capture pages. It's going to pull that capture page up. You should see the capture page there. This is what your visitor is going to see. Your link to this capture page is right up here in the address bar. You can see this long link here, and I've given some training on how to get free domain names that are shorter, that are easier to remember, that you can use and point to this page. So you don't have to use this long link here. You can actually go get a domain name from GoDaddy, or you can go and use the resource that I've given out in the past where you can get some free domains so that you can point to your capture pages. And that is what I recommend that you do. All right. Here's someone said, I tried to post a banner to Facebook today, but I noticed it says myeconleads.com at the bottom. Is this possible to change that? All right. Now, let's make sure that you're doing the right thing, Ms. Johnson. You said you tried to post a banner. You cannot post a banner to Facebook. Let me go back and show you why. If you go here to banners, the banners have this HTML. This is for websites. If you have a website, you can post this to a website. You can't post it to Facebook, okay? So the banners have the HTML code for the website. But if you do want to post to Facebook, what you want to do, Ms. Johnson, is you want to go over here to your published pages. Let's just say I'm going to click on this pay raise one. I'm going to grab this address right here, and I'm going to copy it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my Facebook page. Let's pull up Facebook here for a quick second. I'm going to go to my Facebook page, and then I'm going to type something in. Stop. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, stop begging your boss for a raise. All right. And then I'm going to paste the link to that website right there. Boom, you're going to see that that comes up. Now I can remove the link here. And then I don't want everybody to see this. I'm just going to do this to myself. And then I'm going to post it. Okay? And then when I post it, now you see that that is in my Facebook page. You can click on the banner, and I said banner. My bad. Didn't mean to say banner. You can click on the image, and then the image will take you there. So, and that's an easy mistake. That's an easy mistake. The banners in the back office of the MyEcon system is for people who have other websites, and they are embedding that HTML code in other websites. If you're just trying to post on Facebook, just take one of the capture pages and then post the link on Facebook, and it will pull the image for that capture page. So hopefully that answered your question, Ms. Johnson. All right. MyEcon Leads is still at the bottom of on the published page. Does that matter? Still at the bottom on the published page. I don't know if I understand what you're saying. Are you saying this? Let me make sure. If I scroll down here to the bottom of the page, it says copyright 2016. Oh, she said when you post it on Facebook. All right, let's go back to Facebook. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Good question. All right, so you're wondering, is it going to myeconleads.com and not giving you credit? So let me show you why you don't have to worry about it. If you click on this image, you're going to see in the address bar that your username will be there. So see right here, this is the username right there. So it goes to MyEcon Leads, but it goes to your MyEcon Leads. It doesn't just go to MyEcon Leads in general. It actually goes there with your username so that when they fill this information out, the system knows to give you credit and to send this to your lead page, okay, or your lead, where you capture your leads. All right? Good question. Good question. See, that's why we're going over this stuff, because it is important. We got a lot of new people who have never used the system or who have never gone through the training that we went through when we first launched the system. So we're going back and just kind of covering some old stuff that we've covered in the past because we got new members out there who need to know about this. The final thing that I'll share with you is the drag and drop editor. This is where you can go and create your own capture pages. You can not only create your own capture pages, you can create your own web pages. You'll see that I did one with for Nove. This was a Nove capture page that I created for them. You got Mr. Rico McDaniel there that is talking. So, so you got that information there. Yes, this call is being recorded. All of our webinar calls are recorded unless I forget. So this call is being recorded. So you've got all of that information there for your capture pages. And so again, not only can you create capture pages, but you can also create web pages, or you can create testimonial pages. You know, let's just say you got a whole bunch of people that's got a testimony about how my econ has been beneficial to them. You can get their video and just do a testimonial page, right? So now you've created a testimonial page where you've got the name of the person, how much they saved, and then you can go down here at the bottom, and once you do 3 or 4 testimonial pages, you can tell people, here's how to get in contact with me. So that's the power of the Elite system, is that it allows you to create these types of things. You don't get to do that with Pro. With Elite, you can go and create all kind of different things, okay? All right, so somebody asked another question. When they enter their information, they will start receiving autoresponders. Yes. Yes, they will start receiving autoresponders. The autoresponders are already set up with the capture pages. Let me go back to that. If I go back here to the capture pages, let's see here. If I go to the capture pages, the published pages here, each capture page is connected to a autoresponder series. So for example, paycheck to paycheck. If I click on edit, you'll be able to see what capture page is connected to. So we're going to go to basic settings, and you'll see that it's connected to the get a pay raise capture page, okay? That's the capture page, autoresponder that is connected to, okay? If I go back and I click on hire your children and look at the basic settings, you'll see that it's connected to the hire your children autoresponder, okay? So that's how you determine what autoresponder is connected to. It's based on the contact group, okay? All right. Let's see what questions we got coming in. There's Greg. How do you locate a web page that you have created? Is there a storage point for the web page? All right. So, Greg, I'm assuming that you are an elite user, because if you created a web page, then that means that you are an elite user. So here's how you do it. If I go here, wrong place, didn't mean to go there. If I go back, and let me close this out so you can see this. If I go back to my published pages, you click on my published pages. The published pages, if you are a pro user, you're only going to have this one tab. You're going to have published pages, and this is the pro user. This is for the pro user. But Greg, if you created your own pages, you would find them under my capture pages tab. Okay, and so if you clicked on my pages or my capture pages, these are all the pages that you created yourself. Okay, so these are pages that were created myself. So you'll see, like, for example, if I click on this, this is a capture page that you won't find in the pro section, because this page was created under this particular account, and this was just a custom page that was created. So all of your custom pages will be right here. They will be under my published pages, and then click on the tab that says my capture pages, and that should show you where all of your pages are that you have created, all of the pages that you've created. All right? All right, and then there's a button up here that says view landing and thank you pages. So if you got a landing or thank you page, you would click on that, and now you would view all of your landing pages that you've created. So we've created some landing pages. So this is a landing page. The difference between a capture page and a landing page is the capture page is where you get the person's name and information, their email address, and then the landing page is where you send them after they hit the submit button, okay? All of that is explained when you become an elite member and go through the elite member training. All of that is explained to you. All right, so that is the online marketing system. That's the online marketing system. I wanted to go through that really quick for everybody on this call because we got new people who have never seen the system, never been in the system, so I want to make sure that we cover that. Now, we got about 25 more minutes for Q&A or for any questions outside of the online marketing system or inside of the online marketing system. One other thing that I wanted to share with you is the share button up here. I don't know if you guys are using this. Click on share codes, and this is going to take you to your share center. And if you go to your share center, it's actually going to, and I'm not logged in under that account, but what it will do is it will allow you to share your MyEcom products and links on social media, okay? So that's a great tool to use as well if you want to share coffee, if you want to share travel, whatever it is that you want to share. Use these share codes and that'll help you share that. All right, Greg said that's where it was. It was under the landing pages. Absolutely. Fantastic. All right. So that's all that I've got for the online marketing system. That was just a quick run through with the online marketing system. Let's do a freestyle. If you've got some questions that you need answered, a question about marketing online, I'm here to help you with that. Let me set the call up where you can actually *6 and have your question answered. All right, if you've got a question, it doesn't matter if it has anything to do with the online marketing system, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn. If you have a question tonight is your time to get your question answered. Go ahead and hit *6 on your phone. I'm listening for your question, or you can type in your question in the chat box and we will hear you. Go ahead, now's your time.
Hi, June.
Yes, ma'am.
This is Pam Sam in Houston, Texas.
Miss Pam, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. I want to apologize. I did come in late, but do you have anything special for us since we have this credit restoration that we're going to be doing now in capture pages and stuff?
I don't have I don't have a capture page for the credit restoration just yet, simply because I'm finalizing the actual product. I would show a snapshot of the product. Let me see if I can do that real quick here. Let's see here. One second, I just drew a blank here. All right. So this is what it's going to look like. I'm still working on some things, so we got to get a video in here to explain it. That's the 750 credit plan here. You're going to be able to get instant access, and then you're going to have all of these videos here, Module 1 all the way through Module 10, and it'll be talking about all the different features here. You can start your first lesson by clicking on Start Your First Lesson. There will be videos there. There's it's Module 1. It tells you that you're 9% complete. This is a membership portal walkthrough. There will be a video on how credit scores are calculated. There will also be documents and download things that you can download. And then once you're done with that lesson, you'll go to the next lesson. That'll take you to Module 2. It shows you that you're 18% complete. And you'll continue to go through. There'll be a video. There'll be some content here There will be files that you can actually download. There are going to be letters that you can download here. So this is basically how the system is going to work. You just go from one lesson to the next lesson. There are 10 modules, and each module has roughly 2 videos per module. So there's about 20 videos. We try to keep the videos very, very short. There's a navigation button over here, navigation bar over here. You can jump to module 4 if you want to. We talk about disputing online versus disputing postal mail. There is how to mail your credit dispute letters. So that's the system that we're currently working on. I'm spending a lot of time trying to get that done. So that was a sneak peek of the credit repair product that will be coming out soon. It'll be coming out very, very soon. So for those of you who will want to know where do I get it when it comes out, all you have to do is log into your back office. We've already got a link. We haven't made it active yet. But when you log into your back office, for those of you, yeah, I did it fast for a reason, Martina. I did it fast for a reason. So for the Financial Success membership, it will be there. So if you click on Financial Success membership, you're going to find it's called Smart Money Kit. You'll see that we already got it back here. We just haven't tied it together just yet. But that will be included in your membership. So it will be included in your membership. So that way you'll get a chance to have access to it. So I'm working on it. I'm probably going to do an all-nighter tonight. I'm killing it. I'm killing myself trying to get it done. So that's
my question I want to ask also. Will it be the process of do we have to get all of our negative things and send the letters ourselves, or will it be somebody in my econ that will pull off the negative things and send the letters?
Oh no, this is a do-it-yourself product. So here's what we've determined that most people do anyway. When you're working with a credit repair company, most of the time they're going to have you go and get a service where you can pull your credit report. They're going to have you give them your password so they can see your credit report. They will take these letters that we're going to provide you with, and they'll basically go through and take all your negative accounts and put them on the letters, and then they usually send that to you and have you sign the letter and have you mail it yourself. So right. For the most part, you're doing almost everything that you're pretty much doing it yourself anyway. It's just right. that with the credit repair companies, they're sort of holding your hand a little bit and doing some things for you at the cost of $400 or $500. What we said is, listen, we're going to show you exactly how to do it. We're going to give you the letters, and you might have to do 20% more work by doing it yourself, but it's only going to cost you $99 versus $400, $500. Plus, when you guys get done with the credit repair course, you'll be able to do credit repair yourself if you decided that that's something that you want to do on the side. If you decide that, hey, I want to go out and I want to help other people with credit repair, you will at this point have enough knowledge that you could ideally put together your own credit repair service and charge, outsiders for that, people that don't know. You could probably charge for that. So this is going to be a game changer of a product, and we're going to continue to add to it as well, because there's some pieces that I just haven't had time to dig into and add to, but we're going to roll this product out, and then we'll have additional pieces that will add to the product itself. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Somebody said, when will the credit program be complete? It will be complete when you click on your back office and it's there. And I'm not trying to be funny. It will be complete sometime this month. I'm not going to make any promises because I'm the sole person that's working on it. And I'm spending, 12 to 15 hours a day trying to get everything finished and done. And the last thing I want is somebody emailing me or texting me asking me when is it going to be ready. It's going to be ready when it's ready. All right, and that's not being funny. It's just real. You mentioned a free book at the Atlanta meeting. What was the name of that book? Yeah, good question. So one of the things that I did with the credit repair is I went to the original source. And the original source is the Fair Credit Reporting Act and the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. And the book, I had ordered some books. I ordered some books, and they sent me a whole bunch of books. The government did. They sent me all of these books with the law in it. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I showed it to Cedric Williams. I gave him one. I showed it to him, and he took one look at it, and he was like, "You read all this? Because it's technical jargon. It's legalese terms, okay? So it's not easy reading. It's not some reading that you want to, sit down and pull out at your nightstand right before you go to bed, unless you're having a hard time sleeping. You're gonna read one paragraph of this and probably fall asleep." But let me see if I can find the place. I can't remember. I've been trying to remember where I got it from, and I did not bookmark the website that gave me these books for free. Let me see. Gosh, where did I get it from? I can't remember. I'm gonna find it again. And I know it was one of these credit agencies. I'm gonna find it again, but I don't remember exactly where I came across it. I've been doing so much research that it's ridiculous. You'd be surprised at how much stuff I've poured over and looked at over the last 2 months as it relates to credit repair. So I have to find out where I got the books from. I'm sure I'll find it. Right now, it just escapes me where I got those books from. So they sent me a box of them for free, and it was more than I was going to ever need. So I took it to that event that we had in Atlanta and just gave the books out. So it's in here somewhere. This might be it. Yeah. Y'all see I've been hanging out with Sid too much. Yeah. All right. Let's take a look. Publications. And then if I go down here to credit and loans, click on credit and loans. Yeah. This is it right here. So this is one of the books. It's called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I will have a link to this in my in the credit repair service and the product itself. But this is actually the book. This is the book that actually tells you, like, when you hear someone say, someone gonna say a 609 letter. They wrote a 609 letter, and for the longest I was like, what the heck is a 609 letter? Well, when you get this book, this Fair Credit Reporting Act book, inside the book it's Statute 609. So Statute 609 is the actual statute, and that's where you would get that from. Okay, and so here's the reality. This book is really good. If you really want to get into, credit reporting, like I said, it's a hard read. You can download the PDF and you can see the PDF tonight, but it's a hard read. It's a very hard read, but if you go through it, you know exactly what the rules are towards credit repair. This book, and I'll tell you the other book that was really, really good. Most of these other books, and I ordered all of these books, they're not deep. They're not going to teach you anything. So they weren't that great for me. They were okay. I mean, they're pretty, but they were very shallow, I should say. They were very shallow. There's another one called Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. You got to get this book right here, the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And let me see if I can do a search for Fair Debt Collections. So I can't find that one. But definitely get that other one here. Get this one right here. And I got this one because this is the latest updated version, which was May 2016. So that's the newest version that they actually have out. All right, so let's see. I got another question that came in. Has the law changed that to get paid for credit restoration services before you do it, you must be associated with a bank or credit union or a nonprofit, so you cannot get paid until after the services? Has this changed? I don't know. What we've done, what my econ has done, is we have said we're in the education business. So we don't have to worry about, do we need to have a license or do we need to have this or that to do credit repair. We just said we're going to be in the education business and we're going to educate people how to do their own credit repair. So if there are some requirements out there and you want to do that, you're going to have to go out there and research what it's going to take for you to start a credit repair business. So I'm sure that it's no more difficult than starting a tax business, a tax preparation business. So I'm not going to, that's up to you guys if you guys figure that one out. All right? So, and they'll send you a ton of stuff. The government will send you a ton of this stuff. I got a big box of these books. So that came from the Federal Trade Commission. All right. Any other questions? I'm going to get back to my econ leads because we always jump into this credit repair. Any other questions that you guys have? Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me? Oh,
I can hear you.
This is Shantiria from Atlanta. How you doing?
I'm doing marvelous. How are you?
I'm good. So I was on here today playing around, and I went to some of the recorded webinars, and I went into the one with the picture where you have the flyers.
Yes.
And so I was messing around with that, but I guess what I got stuck on is, I guess, because I know you have to cover a layer, or they're called layers, but I was trying to figure out I know how to click on the text and change wording, but what about the pictures?
Gotcha. All right, that's a great question for tonight. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to pull up Pixlr. I have my own Pixlr account, and I recommend that you guys get an account as well because you can store some of your images online through Pixlr. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up, I got a folder here that's called My Econ Images, and I'm going to open up one of the flyers that I just did for Mr. Curry the other day. He was in North Carolina, so I did a flyer for him. And I'm going to answer your question here real quick. So the first thing I want to do is I want to open up this flyer here. So this is a flyer.
That's the exact same one I was playing with.
All right. Well, good. So let me just kind of share with you how you do this. So, of course, over here to the right, these are all layers. So you can turn layers on and off. So let me give you an example. I'll scroll over here where it says guest free. If I turn that off, you'll see that just turned that off. So you guys can see what I'm turning on and off. If I go down and find his picture, you can see that I can turn his picture on and off, And so the question that you're having is, how do I get photos in here, and how do I do the layered photos? So I'm going to give you a quick, I'm going to go through this real quick, and I'm going to show you how I actually did this. So I got this one template open, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up a new template, and I'm going to open up a new image, really. I'm just going to open up a new image, And let me see if I can find a picture that does not have a transparent background. I'm going to just find a picture of somebody that doesn't have a transparent background. All right, let's go with Mr. Stokes here. Oops, his image is already transparent. All right, so what I did is I erased the background on Mr. Stokes. So you can see the background image is erased, okay? Now I want to put Mr. Stokes on this template right here. I want to put him on that template. So the first thing I have to do is I got the background erased. He's on this template. I'm going to go up here where it says Edit. I'm going to select all, and that's going to select the whole image, and then I am going to copy. Okay, so I just copied that image, and then I can close this out, and then I'm back here on my template. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new layer on this template. So there's my new layer over here, layer number 13, and I'm going to name this layer. I'm going to click on this layer, and I'm going to name it Ivy Stokes. Okay, and make sure that this layer is highlighted. So you see the blue right here, okay? Because if you got this layer highlighted, then you're on the wrong layer. So you want to make sure you got the layer highlighted. You can't see the layer because it's just a transparent layer right now. But that's a layer. And then I'm just going to go over here, and I'm going to click on Edit, Paste. And now you see I pasted him in this image here, okay? Now, the first thing I got to do is I need to get rid of Mr. Curry. So I'm going to scroll down here, and all I'm going to just do is I'm going to uncheck his picture here. So I uncheck him. So he's gone, right? And now I also need to put, and you'll see that I need to go back and grab this layer here with Mr. Stokes. Got to be careful because I'm moving stuff around here. I just did something that I should not have done. Let me hit my back button. Undo, undo, undo. All right. So I got Mr. Stokes right here. All right. Now, as you can see, he's on top of the letters. What I'm going to do is I now have to move him. So I click on the move tool over here to the left. This is the move tool. And now I can move him around, right? I can move him all over the place, all right? But what I need to do is he's on top of everything. He's on top of everything. So I need to move his layer backwards a little bit. So here's what I do. I grab that layer, and I don't know why it's layer 14, but I'm going to just kind of drag this layer, and I'm going to keep moving it until I get him up under the stuff. All right, so I'm just going to keep moving this layer of him. Okay, now here's what you're going to see. See, he's now behind some of this stuff, right? All right, so I want to get him positioned over here. But now he's not behind this cash flow strategy session. So let me grab this layer and keep dragging him until he's in front of that cash flow strategy session. Boom. Now he's in front of the cash flow session. But I'm going to keep pulling this layer down. And so I might want to just bring him down here. And if I don't like the size of him, if I want to make him bigger, then what I do is, as long as I got him highlighted, I'm now going to go over here to image, not image. I'm going to go over here to free transform, right? Click on free transform. It's going to put these boxes around him. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my control button down. Not control, is it shift? Yeah, shift. And I'm going to pull out. And I can make him as large as I want to make him on this photo for it to work. And if he's too large, I just hit my shift and I bring him down some. And then I move him around. Okay? But the key is that you got to have an image of a person with a transparent background. Okay? and then I'm good. So once I get that done, it says, do you want to apply the changes? I hit yes. The changes have been applied. Now, this isn't Mr. Alvin Curry. This is Mr. Ivy Stokes. So I need to change the guest speaker. So what I need to do is I need to find that layer. So I'm looking for the layer that says guest speaker. So there's the layer that says guest speaker. I'm going to highlight that layer. And then once I highlight that layer, I'm going to go over to my my type tool here. I'm just going to click on the type tool, and then I'm just going to click on where it says guest speaker because I have it highlighted. I'm going to click on guest speaker, and now it opens up the box. And then all I have to do now is type in Ivy Stokes. Click OK. And, so that's how you kind of do it, okay? Did I answer your question?
Yes, because I was playing around with the wording, but it was like, okay, well, how do I put my picture on here? And I was trying to click on your picture and click on this on the side, and so I need to follow those steps to do the picture.
Yeah, so let me do that again. I'm going to do another picture. So you got to open up a new picture. So we're going to open image, and you just got to go find your picture. Let's just say I'm going to use this one right here.
Is it best with, like, headshots?
Yeah, it's good with headshots. I mean, headshots are really good. Headshots are great. I'm going to use this picture right here, right? Now, this is probably a horrible picture to use because of everything that I got going on in the background, and I'm not going to be here all night to do the to remove the background image, but I'm going to show you how to remove the background image. So what I do is there's a couple of different ways. You can use the wand tool. If you don't have a busy background, you can use this wand tool, and what it will do is it will highlight like the background, and then you can click delete, and it starts to erase it. You see how I hit delete, and you see how a lot of that stuff is gone? The problem, though, is that there's too much. It's not like a solid background. So you want an image with a solid colored background, and it does a much better job. But for this case, what I would do is I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to get the erase block here, and I might make this a little bit bigger. And then I just got this, and I got to deselect this. So I deselect it, and then I might just go and just start erasing as close as I possibly can without, and so all I'm doing is I'm getting rid of all of that stuff, right? And then when you really want to zoom in and get some stuff done, over here is your zoom button. So I can now zoom in, and I can go directly to that image. And now my box is too big. I might want to get a little circle here. And now around my hair, I might start doing it around my hair. Now, this can be tedious, which is why once you get this image with a transparent background, you want to save this because you might want to use this again, okay? And so all I do is I go and I erase all of this stuff, okay? So I'm just going to do a poor job. I'm not going to do a good job. I'm just going to do a poor job because I want to show this to you real quick. I'm just do a poor job here. But if I was really serious, I would, take some time and do this right. All right, so I'm going to zoom back out. It's not a good job, but it's going to do for training purposes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just crop this image right here. I'm going to crop, highlight that, and then go to image and crop. And so that I basically just made a headshot, okay? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to select all, select the whole image. Then I'm going to copy. And then I can close that window out. I can go back to my template. I'm going to create a new layer. And then I'm going to hit paste, edit, paste. And now you see my headshot here, okay? Now, this would look really nice if I had spent some time cleaning the background out. Now, I don't need Mr. Stokes in the background anymore, so I can go over here and I can turn off the layer with his photo. Boom, he's gone. and then I go back to my layer, and like I said, I like to name my layers. So if I click on that layer, I can, what did I do? There we go. If I click on that layer, I can rename that layer. Name it June. All right, so that I know that what that layer is. And now I can go over here with my move tool and move this around. And again, I may have to move it under some other layers until I get it positioned correctly. Okay? Mm-hmm. And that's how you do it. I mean, that's really how you do it. Okay?
Thank you.
Great question. Great question. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 10:05. We are about to close out for tonight, but you know I don't let you go unless you are finished with all of your questions. Are there any additional questions that are out there? You can hit the chat box to hit chat for your question, or you can hit *6 and I'll answer your question. Can you go over motion backgrounds? I keep getting the entire YouTube page instead of just the video. All right. Motion background. So this is for those of you that are elite members. So the first thing I'm going to do is under the Elite University, one of the things that we have available under the Elite University is I've created a whole bunch of motion backgrounds. So let's go and get that. You'll see where it says motion background video clips. I'm going to click on that. These are just, you can go to all these different places to get these motion backgrounds, you know. And so I've got some on YouTube. So I'm going to click on YouTube. And my YouTube playlist has all of these motion backgrounds. So, for example, rotating money. Like this is just money that's just rotating, right? And that's a nice little subtle background. So the way that you do this is you just grab this code right up here, right before the AND index. All I want to do is just grab this little link right here. Okay. Well, let me grab this little link up here right before AND index. All right. So I got some falling money. And then I'm going to create my own capture page. So we'll go to our drag and drop editor. I'm going to create a capture page. And I'm going to create a capture page that has a motion background. Okay. So let's just say I'm just going to take this capture page right here in the center. And I'm going to make it green for money. Green for the money. Gold for the honey. And then we're going to go to our background, and instead of a background image or background color, I'm going to use a background video. So we're going to click on background video. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, yes, it's a YouTube video. I don't want any sound, so I'm going to mute it. I do want it to loop, so I'm going to have it looping. And then I'm going to just paste the YouTube link right here, okay? And then I'm going to go to next. Now I just go through the rest. This is my form, so I got my form there. My button, we'll select the button. Yes, let me in. I'm just going through this really quick. I'll take this. We'll go through this really quick, and then we'll give the page a title. Rotating. All right, we'll click Save. All right, I am ready to publish this, so I'm going to go ahead and click Publish. I'm going to call it Rotating, and we will publish. And we'll wait for it to build for us, just for a quick second. And then you're going to see that we created a capture page that has money falling in the background. So let's click on that link and take a look at what we just created. And there you go. You got a capture page with money, and the money is just flowing, and it's just rotating and rotating and rotating and rotating. with just money just flowing. So that's how you do it. I'll go back and show you one more time what I did. You want to capture the link, and once you capture the link, that will give you what you need. Okay, so we'll close this out, and I'll go back and do one more so that you can see it. We'll close this out. Go back to the motion background video clips. I like YouTube because it's just easy, and these are the ones that I uploaded to YouTube, so I created all of these. There's all kind of background clips here. Here's a clip here with a gentleman. You wanna, and I'm gonna pause the video here just for a second. You want to capture everything right before the and sign, right there, right before. I'll take that right before this and sign. Okay. That's what you want to capture. You want to capture just that little piece right there. That little piece, and then paste that into the link when you get to your capture page builder. So if we go back to our drag and drop editor, we're going to create a new capture page. This time I'll do one with, I'll do one where this is off to the side. All right, we'll take this one. We'll make it red, and then we'll go to next, and we're going to check background video. And again, make sure you got YouTube selected. We want to mute the video. We want it to loop, and then we just paste our link in right here. So notice I didn't paste that full long link. I just pasted that short link right there, and then we'll click next. We'll click next, next. I guess it got to make me select the button. I'll select the button here. Next. Next. And Brother Man. All right. So we got the Brother Man, and then we're just going to click on Save. And then we're going to click Publish. We'll name it Brother Man. And we're just going to hit Publish. And now we should wait, and we'll see that we've created a capture page that has a dude in the background with a briefcase, or I think a luggage case or something like that. All right, we'll click on that. And there's our capture page. All right. So, pretty easy. Nothing to it. All right. All right. My pleasure, Greg. My pleasure. Glad that you caught it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's all that I have for you tonight. There are no more questions. Thank you for being on the call tonight. I really do appreciate each and every one of you on the call and sticking with me. And some of you got, matter of fact, those of you who were on the call tonight are the first people that got a quick snapshot view of what the do-it-yourself credit repair will be and what it will look like. So I look forward to getting that into your hands as soon as we possibly can. And that's it. So we do this call every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come to the call, ask your questions. No question is too hard. And if I don't know the answer, I'll research it and bring it to you the next Tuesday. So thank you for logging in. Good night, and we'll chat with you soon. Good night, everyone.